Absolutely.
It's wild.
Speaking of driven, you don't get to the size that you are in any to this stage in any sport without being driven. Tell me about the beginnings of this. You're 19, 20 years old, and you decide
I was managing a gym. I was 19 or 20 when I was managing this gym, and all my friends went off to university or college or whatever, and I just didn't have the academics for that. And so I was always at the gym. Most of my friends were when I was 19, 20 years old, most of my friends were 30, 40 because they were either training in the gym. I was bouncing at that time. I started bouncing 3 weeks after my 19th birthday because I didn't have the academics for school. I didn't do well in school, so I went right into the nightlife. So all my friends were older. And my training partner at the time, his wife owned an agency, and she kept pushing me, oh, you should get into TV, you should get into acting. At that time, it was like, I don't want to be an actor. I want to be a bodybuilder. I just want to be a pro bodybuilder. And that was my life. And I met a coach at the age of 20. At that time I was 6'5". I think I was 220 pounds, maybe 225. Very, very lean, GQ body, but I wanted the big, crazy muscle. Mm-hmm. And I met this coach, and we sat down. He told me I had the potential with my frame to put on a lot of weight. And I was like, if I could just be 240 pounds, 245 pounds, I'll be so happy. And he sat down and he told me, this isn't easy. He goes, girls, he goes, forget about it. He goes, they're not going to want you. He goes, you're going to be fat. You're going to be sweaty. He goes, all your money is going to go into training. All your money is going to go into food. Are you sure this is what you want to do? I said, yeah, that's what I want to do. It's what I want to do. I held down 3 jobs so that I could support my 8,000 calorie a day diet.
Wow.
8,000 calories.
8,000 calories. I was training 3 hours a day, and I hit 245 really quickly. And as soon as I got to 245, I had to be 265. As soon as I got to 265, I had to be 280. And then once I got to 280, I had to be 300.
That's crazy,
and
man.
I eventually got all the way up to 330 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh my God, man.
I sounded like an asthmatic Darth Vader everywhere I walked.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So what does 8,000 calories look like? What is that?
It's like
I
10
actually
pizzas,
found
man.
my old journal of I had every single meal and the time I would eat. Like I would know, like everything was so precise. I would know exactly when I was going to go to the bathroom. You know, like every morning would start off with, if I remember, in between 8 and 10 whole eggs with cheese and
Are you cooking the eggs?
Yeah.
So it's not like a Rocky thing where you're slugging back.
I would scramble them.
Yeah.
I'd scramble them, then I'd eat that, and then 2 hours later I'd have 4 peanut butter and banana with honey sandwiches and half a bag of skim milk. And then 2 hours later after that, and it's just so on and so forth.
So it's like an every 2 hour deal?
It was every 2 hours.
Through the night and everything?
No, I would eat right up until like 10, 11 o'clock at night, and then I'd start again at 6 in the morning.
Dang.
Just 7 days a week. So
My jaw's dropped. Like, my jaw is dropped. Like that's
well, it would be because you're you become really, really sore. All you're doing is eating.
Yeah.
Going to the bathroom, eating, going to the bathroom.
Yeah, but you're pumping a lot of iron at that time.
I was nonstop training. Like he told me, once you do this once, you never have to do it again. You build up all this exercise, and that exercise allows you to build a new body underneath, so that when you're powerlifting for a year and you're going as heavy as you can for a year, you're building all this muscle under all this fat that you have underneath. So once you do diet down, so when I came down from 330 and I was absolutely shredded at 280, I'd built this new body underneath it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think I have another body under mine.
How's that looking for you?
No, you can't see it.
Yeah, that's
so
wild.
I stayed up at 330 for years and years and years, and then it made me very typecasted in the film industry just because that size. Like,
well, I can see it,
everybody
man.
that is legit actors that are working all the time, they're 5'6" or 5'7",
Sure.
and so being 6'6" and change and 320 pounds, really great for a monster, but
yeah, it's limited.
It's very, very limited. And then I ended up getting married. I moved down to Fort Lauderdale with my then wife, and she was 5'3" and 105 pounds. Like
geez.
I was
Wow.
literally triple her size.
There's a picture.
And being in Fort Lauderdale, nobody wears nobody wears clothes down in Florida. And here I am, like all huge. She's wearing nothing on the beach, you know, and I'm wearing a shirt. I felt like the fat kid in public school again, you know, playing shirts and skins for dodgeballs. And now I'm 30 years old and I'm still feeling like that. And it's like, I want to be lean. I want to be lean. I want to have abs. So for the first time in my life, I ended up I found a coach in Fort Lauderdale that dieted me down. I booked my photo shoots and paid for it in advance, so I didn't have any excuse not to make it work. Because when you've already put that money up,
Yeah, it's a goal.
it's a goal. And
Yeah,
when
man.
that Friday night rolls around, it's like, oh, I feel like pizza. Well, I already paid $700 for the shoot. I don't need this pizza.